find a good block printing ink for fabric that can also work on like wood and paper continues. Today I bought white block printing fabric for block printing. I forget how I just said that. Okay, it's not even late. There's no excuse for this. Fabric block printing ink in white. Okay, so I tried it and it looks pretty good. So this was like, I just didn't use enough ink. This was like with plenty of ink. And okay, so that's great. So now I want to try it on this guy. I want to see how he'll behave on wood. It says it can work on paper and cardboard, so I don't know why this surface would be a whole lot different. The only thing that concerns me is that this is like a sealed wood panel. It's not super absorbent, and then there's spray paint on it. But you know, there's one way to find out, and that's just to try. Ah! Shit. Alright, it's water soluble, so I'm going to take some water from my drinking cup here. Water from my drinking cup. Alright. It slipped, was what happened. It slipped. So the stamp slipped while I was printing, so it's not a very good print here. It also, I don't know if there's black still on here from the last time I printed, or if it's just reacting with the Sharpie, but there's like some black in there. I don't know. So far the review is that this does not work great on this kind of a surface. Okay, so I just printed that donut onto here. This is with white ink, but do you see the black in it? So I'm not sure if it's picking up, like if I didn't get all the ink off from last time, or if it's picking up the Sharpie. But it's really annoying. It's Saturday, and as part of Saturday, I am trying to get so that I'm not really doing work on Saturdays. Today I'm actually going to the horse rescue that my mom volunteers at, and then we're going to one of her friends' places for dinner. 7:30 on a Sunday morning. It's early. It's the Opus Outdoor Painting Challenge, so I'm going to work early today, and I've got a long day. But it should be fun. Here comes Mom.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Mama.
Are you taking pictures?
Well, video.
Oh, shit.
It's Tuesday, and I do have a few things to do today. I've got a list of some art projects to do, but Oscar's not feeling well. So our first order of business is actually going to the vet. Which is sad. He just like kind of stopped eating, which is never a good sign. It's never a good sign when a cat stops eating. I'm just really hoping that it's not super serious. Well, poor Oscar had to stay at the vet for the day to get x-rays and blood work done and all that super fun stuff. Okay, so I have some old t-shirts here that I'm going to experiment on today. I'm going to print on them with this paint. So this is golden open acrylics, so it's basically acrylic that takes a really long time to dry so that you can use them sort of like oil. Basically you just have a longer working time with them. One of my coworkers, Danielle, uses this for her printmaking stuff, so I borrowed them and I'm going to compare it with this. I'll wash them all together and see how they each wash. Basically, like I'm trying to get like the best thing for all of my needs. To print on fabric, to print on paper, to be able to print on paper and then work on top of it, like to be able to paint or use markers or whatever on top of that reactivating, to stay in fabric and not wash out. So it's just like, I want to show up like white, to show up on dark colors, like on a darker t-shirt, which I'll be trying, just all of that stuff. So trying all of those things today. Let's go. first thing I'm going to try printing with is the Golden Open Acrylic Titanium White on this.
I'm not sure if he still does it. Kind of sort of like a pen pal, but take a different spin from an idea. And they sent it to me, they back and forth in the mail. So get involved and have some fun. Check out the address below. It'll be kind of like a collaboration between you guys.
Looks pretty cool, right? In terms of like printing quality, I would say the Speedball fabric ink is a little bit brighter. However, I still have the problem where it's picking up the Sharpie there, even though I've like really scrubbed the stamps. But the Golden Open also picked up Sharpie. You can kind of see it in there. So that just seems to be an issue that I need to figure out, like getting the Sharpie off my stamp or making it so that like the paint doesn't pick up. I really should have thought about that more. The way that I learned is to do an outline in Sharpie so that you can see. But like anytime I've done a painting with Sharpie, okay, so like this one, the zebra is Sharpie. And like, I mean, maybe this isn't the best example, but basically, you know, like when you paint over Sharpie a bunch and a bunch and a bunch, and the Sharpie kind of like never goes away. I should have maybe considered that and why I'm having this problem. It looks muddy, it just looks kind of crappy. So I'm hoping it's something that I can fix. It doesn't look too bad here. You know, you can't really tell that much. My printing. This is with the Golden Open, with the ultramarine blue, which is a very fantastic color. It didn't turn out quite as well as I wanted to, but since it's acrylic, I just took a paintbrush and filled in the spots where it didn't print smooth. So that's kind of cool that I can do that. Here's the other prints with the Golden Open. I actually really like it. I think it looks really good. As far as the texture of the spray paint on the shirt, it's like a bit stiff, of course. It doesn't seem to like really be cracking or anything. I mean, I guess that'll probably be better determined after I wash it. And it didn't like soak through the shirt, so it's not on here so heavy. It obviously looks better on the light than it does on the darker. So I think if I were to do these, it would just be on like white or like light colored t-shirts. And they do react like with the colors of the t-shirt because they're so thin. I mean, it's super cool, and if it washes well, it might be something that I start to do. Okay, gonna print this guy. Here it is on the t-shirt. I screwed this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go back over with a paint pen and just see if, I don't know, just see how paint pen works on t-shirts. But this print is nice. I really like that. This was remember earlier, I think it's earlier in this video, when I printed this and I screwed it up? Well, I just went over it with paint pen. I'm gonna do more to this, but that'll be for later. Printing today was a success. I think really my preference is the Golden Open acrylics. There's still more experimenting to be done. That'll be in the next video. Really be nice to do one comprehensive review of the different inks that I've tried. So guys, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. Drop a comment, hit like, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you guys, what day are we on? You'll see this Wednesday, I'll see you Friday. So just a little update. Oscar's okay. Turns out we just paid $700 to find out that he's constipated. So